What if I told you that one man has not only dominated the wrestling world but also turned his name into a brand that commands respect in media and entertainment? That man is Tyrus, and his story is anything but ordinary. By the age of 51, he has built a net worth that's raising eyebrows everywhere, not just for the number itself, but for how he got there. And here's the kicker, his rise wasn't smooth sailing. From a rocky childhood to the cutthroat world of professional wrestling, and then onto the bright lights of television, Tyrus has done what many would call impossible. But how? How does someone go from grappling in the ring to becoming a heavyweight in media? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only learn the secrets behind his incredible transformation, but you'll also uncover a lesson that could change the way you think about your own goals. And here's a little reward for staying till the end. There's a fascinating twist to Tyrus' story, a moment that truly set him apart and catapulted him to where he is today. You don't want to miss it, so let's begin where it all started. Tyrus wasn't always the towering figure you see today. His real name is George Murdoch, and he grew up facing more challenges than most people could imagine. Raised by a single mother in a tough environment, he didn't have a head start in life. But rather than let those obstacles break him, he turned them into stepping stones. It's these early struggles that forged the relentless determination you'll see throughout his story. In the next section, we'll talk about how this gritty foundation prepared him for the high-stakes world of wrestling, a world that would bring him fame, but also demand sacrifices most of us can't even fathom. Curious to know what made Tyrus stand out in such a fiercely competitive field? That's coming up next. Tyrus wasn't born into fame, fortune, or opportunity. In fact, his early years were a far cry from the life he leads today. George Murdoch grew up in a tough neighborhood, facing the harsh realities of a single-parent household. Money was tight, and life often felt like an uphill battle. But instead of accepting his circumstances, he made a decision: he would fight for something bigger. That decision led him to pursue a career in professional wrestling, a world that's as punishing as it is glamorous. Wrestling demands more than just physical strength, it's about perseverance, charisma, and standing out in an industry filled with towering personalities. Tyrus had all that and more. He entered the WWW under the name Brodus Clay, and it wasn't long before his unique presence started turning heads. Standing over 6 feet tall with a larger-than-life persona, he quickly became a fan favorite. But what truly set him apart was his ability to connect with audiences, not just through brute force, but through entertainment. His energy, humor, and distinctive style made him a household name in wrestling. However, the wrestling world isn't just about cheers and championships. It's grueling, both physically and mentally. Tyrus faced injuries, long hours on the road, and the constant pressure to stay relevant. But he refused to let those challenges hold him back. He treated every match, every appearance, as a stepping stone to something greater. This mindset of resilience and determination would later become the foundation of his success beyond the ring. Wrestling wasn't just a career for Tyrus, it was a proving ground, a place where he learned to thrive under pressure and adapt to any situation. But here's the twist. While most wrestlers spend their entire careers in the ring, Tyrus saw the bigger picture. He knew wrestling wouldn't last forever, so he began to think beyond the arena. What came next is the part of his story that separates him from so many others who stayed in their comfort zones. In the next section, we'll uncover how Tyrus transitioned from being a star in the ring to becoming a force in the media world. And trust me, the way he made that leap will surprise you. For many athletes, stepping out of the spotlight feels like the end of the road. But for Tyrus, it was only the beginning of a new chapter 1 that would prove even more impactful than his wrestling career. After leaving the WWE, he didn't settle into the background or fade away as so many others have. Instead, he made a bold decision to step into a completely different arena, the world of media. This wasn't an easy move. Wrestling had given him fame, but transitioning into media meant proving himself all over again. It wasn't enough to rely on his larger-than-life persona. He had to bring substance, personality, and insight to his new role. And Tyrus didn't just meet these challenges, he crushed them. He began by joining Fox News, appearing as a contributor on shows like The Greg Gutfeld Show. His raw honesty, sharp humor, and ability to connect with viewers quickly set him apart. Tyrus wasn't just a former wrestler sitting in front of a camera, he was someone with a fresh perspective, blending his experiences from the ring with his unique views on life. His charisma on screen didn't just entertain, it resonated. Audiences appreciated his authenticity, a rare quality in the highly polished world of television. Over time, Tyrus became a regular presence on Fox, even co-hosting Gutfeld, in a way that further showcased his versatility and sharp wit. But his media success didn't stop there. Tyrus also ventured into podcasting, where his unfiltered takes and engaging storytelling found a new audience. Podcasts allowed him to dive deeper into conversations, sharing insights that couldn't be contained in a short TV segment. The transition from wrestling to media wasn't just about staying relevant, it was a calculated move to expand his influence and diversify his career. Where others might have seen the end of one chapter, Tyrus saw the chance to rewrite his story. And here's where it gets even more interesting. His media work wasn't just a side gig. It became a cornerstone of his growing net worth, contributing significantly to his financial success. In the next section, we'll explore how Tyrus took things even further, becoming a best-selling author and using his platform to inspire millions. The way he connected his past struggles to his present success will leave you thinking about your own potential. Tyrus didn't stop at wrestling or television. He had a story to tell, one that was as raw as it was inspiring. In his memoir, Just Tyrus, he opened up about his life like never before. From his challenging upbringing to his rise in wrestling and his transition into media. The book wasn't just a recount of events, it was a testament to his resilience. The memoir struck a chord with readers. It wasn't just about his successes, but about the struggles he overcame to get there. By sharing his vulnerabilities and lessons, Tyrus gave his fans something far more valuable than entertainment. He gave them hope. The book became a hit, cementing his position as more than just an entertainer. He was now an author whose words carried weight. But writing a memoir wasn't just a passion project. It was a brilliant move to expand his brand and reach a wider audience. The success of Just Tyrus added another layer to his career, proving that his influence extended far beyond the wrestling ring or TV studio. The book became a new stream of income, but more importantly, it showcased his ability to evolve and adapt, something many people struggle with. What made the book even more impactful was how Tyrus tied his personal struggles to his triumphs. He showed readers that success isn't about where you start but how you move forward. This relatability made him not just a star but an inspiration to those striving for more in their own lives. Beyond the memoir, Tyrus continued building his brand through speaking engagements and appearances, sharing his story with live audiences. His ability to connect with people, whether through words or presence, became a defining feature of his career. This phase of his life wasn't just about accumulating wealth, it was about creating a legacy. By combining his talents, experiences, and willingness to take risks, Tyrus showed the world that reinvention is possible at any stage of life. But there's one more piece to the puzzle. How did all of these ventures, wrestling, media, and authorship, come together to build the net worth that has everyone talking? In the final section, we'll break down the numbers, the strategies, and the mindset that made Tyrus a true media mogul at 51. So how did Tyrus turn his multifaceted career into an impressive net worth at 51? The answer lies in his ability to diversify, adapt, and seize opportunities at every turn. His estimated net worth of $2 million isn't just a reflection of his talent, it's a testament to his strategy. First, let's consider his wrestling career. While his time in WW under the name Brodus Clay brought him fame and a solid income, wrestling earnings alone don't build long-term wealth. Tyrus knew this, which is why he treated wrestling as a springboard rather than a finish line. Then came his move into media, which was as lucrative as it was transformative. His roles on The Greg Gutfeld Show and Gutfeld weren't just about visibility, they were about carving out a niche as a trusted and relatable personality. With regular TV appearances, Tyrus secured a steady stream of income while simultaneously increasing his marketability. But it didn't stop there. His ventures into podcasting opened up additional revenue streams, from sponsorships to exclusive deals. Podcasts aren't just platforms, they're opportunities to connect with audiences on a deeper level while monetizing that engagement. His memoir, Just Tyrus, brought yet another dimension to his earnings. Book sales, royalties, and speaking engagements tied to his story created a new financial avenue. But beyond the numbers, the memoir elevated his brand, proving that his influence wasn't limited to one industry. And let's not overlook the importance of his personal branding. Tyrus built his name into something far more valuable than just a wrestling persona or a TV contributor. By showing authenticity, staying versatile, and constantly challenging himself, he made his name synonymous with resilience and growth. So what's the takeaway here? Tyrus' financial success wasn't a fluke or a stroke of luck. It was the result of calculated moves, hard work, and an unshakable belief in his ability to evolve. He showed that true success isn't about sticking to one path, it's about creating opportunities wherever you go. Here's the reward I promise for sticking till the end. Tyrus' story is proof that no matter where you start, you can achieve something extraordinary. So, take this as a challenge to look at your own life. What's one step you can take today to turn your strengths into something bigger? Thank you for watching, and if this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs a reminder that success is always within reach. Stay tuned for more stories of transformation, and until next time, keep building the life you want.